This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
We all deal with it. As I understand it, some is good for you, but for the most part, it's not the best thing for you. I'm talking about stress. You've often heard stress kills, scientifically proven. How do we minimize the stress? How do we get that in check? How do we manage the stress in our lives? We're going to talk about that today. It comes down to one word, as I understand it. And this is just a starting point, just a piece of what she and her husband offers in terms of moving their lives forward in many different ways. They have so many different programs, coaching, walking that journey with you, music, books, so much more. It's all part of New Wonderful You. She is Dr. Ferdina Weems back on the program with us. How are you doing today?
Great. How about yourself, Steve?
Eager to learn about the stress thing because it was about 10 years ago. I actually took myself to the hospital on my birthday because I had something going on, didn't know what it was. Turned out to be an ulcer from stress. I let it get the best of me. I was working very strange hours. Kids were younger, renovated a backyard, lots going on at that time. It was stress. It's stress. Stress is everything. You can't get away from it. I guess you can only manage it, right?
True, to the best that you can. But sometimes we put a little bit unnecessary stress on ourselves because we overcommit, trying to help others, don't want to disappoint others, forget what we're scheduled for. We let go of our self-care because at the time we want to do something for ourselves. Someone calls and says, I need you to do this. And one of the things that can help us with some of that stress management is saying this two-letter word, no.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's challenging
Yes.
because, we don't know how to really say no because we think we're going to have a conflict when we say no. And not realizing that our well-being is jeopardizing because we really don't want some of the stuff we really don't want to do, but we do it, and then we get mad, and then we get frustrated, and then blood pressure goes up, cholesterol goes up. We end up taking out on somebody else because we did something we didn't want to do, or we never got a chance to do what we wanted to do because we didn't use that healthy word, no.
So let's really dig into the word no. I hear this phrase, you've heard it before. No is a complete sentence. So when somebody says, hey, can you help me out with that? And you really don't want to. You had other plans. You help them all the time. You just want to say no. And then we come up with an excuse. No, because I blah, 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 blah. And then we feel guilty. Then we feel like we have to think about something. We're not being authentic. Maybe we made an excuse. Just say, no, I can't help you out. Sorry. That's it. We can't do that, though.
No, because just like I just said, no, because we feel as though we are supposed to be superhuman.
Yes.
But there are healthy ways to say no. You can soften the refusal by showing appreciation with gratitude, saying, thank you for thinking of me, but I have to pass this time. Or, I appreciate the offer, but I can't commit right now. You don't owe anybody explanation. It's just how you say that no. You don't want to be nasty. You don't want to be offensive. But make sure your no is clear and you can say something, Steve. I saw the look on your face.
I'm putting words. If I'm going to say no, I'm thinking of how I would do it. So I could say.
It depends on who you are talking to.
And that too.
So if it's somebody that you know that no matter what you do, if you say no and give an excuse, they're gonna try to find a way to get over that. You just say no. But now for somebody that you know that you want to make it clear and direct and precise, you can say, I am unable at this moment to help you. I must decline. I have other priorities right now. And you don't have to owe an explanation. Or you can say, you want to do an alternative. Okay, you're not trying to get out of it, but you can't do it today. I can't make it at this meeting, but I can review the notes afterwards. Oh, I can't go today, but I'm available Wednesday or whatever day you are on. So it's not like you saying no, no, but you have to step back and evaluate who you saying no to.
Mm.
And no, and that's what tells you what you're going to say to them. But always prioritize your well-being. If you're exhausted, you just say, no, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm exhausted. I can't do it. And you can tell out whether a person is really being selfish because they say, well, it's not going to take that long. Then they're not really thinking, they didn't really hear what you said, or they're not concerned about your well-being. So you have to
Ah.
make another decision. Do I want to keep them in my circle? Do I want to X them out? Because if you tell somebody you don't feel well and they're still trying to push you. Now, I have relatives like that. I love them dearly, but it's like well, you don't got nothing to do. How do you know what I don't have to do? Because it's like it's an older elder, you respect them. And then they say, well, I got one thing to do. You go get them. And guess what, Steve? 4 hours later, I'm still running errands with this person, but she only told me she had one thing to do.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So then now my schedule's knocked off. I can't do what I need to do. I'm all backed up. Now I'm frustrated. But I can't fault her because I know how she is. I should have just said, I can't do it.
Yep.
So when
And
you say yes to somebody,
yeah.
make sure you know how much time that yes is going to take.
And
And
then
if you are able to do it.
and at that point, you probably start feeling some resentment because
Oh,
now they're
yes.
monopolizing your time. You're probably feeling like I'm mad at myself for saying
Yep.
yes.
Hmm.
But here I am doing it again. And if you actually say to somebody, yeah, I'd love to, but I am exhausted. I'm just feeling like I need to recharge. If somebody still says, well, come on, we got real, they don't really care about you. So take that into consideration.
Yeah. And it's also another one you have to watch. You have to watch the manipulators, the
Mm.
enablers that try to make you feel bad. So, well, I don't often ask you to do anything for me.
Hmm.
Can you just do this one time? Oh, and then the favorite line they say, the Lord will bless you. The Lord gonna bless you. And I'm like, okay, but that's not putting gas in my car. You never give me
Right.
gas money, okay? Lord, I'm not saying Lord
Exactly.
gonna bless, but I'm doing this for you, okay? And you taking up my gas. Because a lot of times when you do some people, they take you for granted. You go get them in your car. They're using up your gas. Then you
Hmm.
got you got to help them shop. Then you got to take all the food in the house. So
Yeah.
are you ready for this today? Well, I said to myself, no, I'm not ready. I can't do it. And yes, I got called a couple of names. I got told how selfish I was, but I felt good because I wasn't stressed. I knew that day was going to be a lot of pressure on me because the person can't do, and sometimes she can do, but she doesn't want to do. But because she's an older lady and respected as an elder, you just go along with it. But then my whole day, that's 8 hours with that one person who said it's only going to be an hour. So you
Mm.
have to really know, be direct. Now, if you're direct and you tell somebody you can't do it and they're still trying to push you, or they'll ask you this, or what do you have to do? Don't fall in that trap. Just have an appointment because when you tell them, they go, oh, well, you can do that some other time. I've got that said to me too. So make sure you choose your words wisely, but make sure, first of all, look at your schedule. And if you are married or have a family, you have to take into consideration your family before you say yes to someone else because you don't know what maybe your family might have some plans for you to do. And that can cause confusion in the home. Or if you know that you have, I tell young people this, you have a test coming up, something to do, you need to say no because that's going to take away from your study time. And then you're going to get home and try to cram because emergency came up, you wouldn't got them, and something else happened in between time. You didn't get back on time to study. So know your limitations, your boundaries, and no, it's okay to say no because guess what? I'm pretty sure many people have told you no.
Mm. Oh, ooh, yeah. Um,
And it is what it is. So
Ultimately, Fredina, is this? Are we talking about boundaries here, essentially?
yes, we're talking about boundaries. You have to know your limitation and boundaries, what you can and cannot do. And you have to also remember that we're not superheroes. For a long time, I was wearing Xena, Wonder Woman, Catwoman. I was just wearing all those robes and was wondering why when I got home, I could barely make it to the bed. And I'm
Hmm.
like, they superheroes have power. No power was drained because I didn't choose my words wisely. That word no is a healthy word when you use it in its proper perspective at the right time.
Mm.
Now, if you just don't want to do something, don't make up something. Just say, I don't want no.
So we're talking about the power of the no
Mhm.
as a way to minimize your stress or manage it. What are some other things that we can do in terms of stress management?
Okay, but besides that, we're still talking about the say no? Are we,
We can.
oh,
We can. I'm just looking at all. I'm looking at
okay.
this all angles.
You need to make sure that another thing about the say no, make sure that if you're dealing with people that you know are negative, sandwich your no. Which I mean is positive, no, positive. Okay, what I'm saying. What I mean by that is, for example, I love the idea, but I can't help at this time. Let me know how it goes. You see, I put that no in there, but I'm still like, oh, I'm interested. Let me know how it goes. Or it's great to hear from you. I'm swamped this week, though, so I can participate. Let's catch up soon. So sandwich it so it doesn't feel like a sharp no.
Yep. I love that.
And then in the meantime, if you're one of the ones that are having issues with your health because you can't say no, step back and realize, okay, don't take this harshly, what I'm going to say. If I wasn't here, wouldn't that person find somebody else to do it?
Ooh, yeah, they would.
Okay, so therefore, unless this is now, if this is an emergency, a very emergency, then you'll push yourself. But if it's not, grocery store, run some errands, okay, and you know you need to get that rest, and think about it. Now, I'm not the only person because somebody else has been helping him or her do some things. I can't do it. Or,
Mm.
like I said, can we try next week? Oh no, next week is too late. I need to do it now. I can't do it. And either you're going to stand your grounds or you're going to get manipulated. And guess what? This is when stress come more stress because you're mad and frustrated because you didn't want to do it. Then you did it and something went wrong. And now you've got more anxiety going on in you because you
Mm.
just should have just left it alone and went and took that nap that you need to take at that time. So
Do you
taking care of yourself. Go ahead.
do you feel that this is all on us, and it comes from our past, people pleasing? So many of us
Yes.
do that, and we're
Mhm.
afraid to say no because we want to show value to the other person or people in our lives because we want to be connected with them. We don't get disconnected, so it's almost a safety mechanism. We're wired to be around people. We're wired to connect. If we weren't, we were all isolated by ourselves, probably wouldn't be here. We need to be in packs. So when you've got people in your life and they're kind of close to you, you always want to serve them because you don't want them to be there. And on the flip side, well, what if I need help? I want to make sure they're there. How do we get out of that mode, that people pleasing mode?
First of all, relationships are not meant to drain.
Mm.
So if you're in this environment where it's draining, that's not good. And second of all, you don't do something for somebody because you expect them to be there for you, because 9 times out of 10, that's not the person that's going to be used to help you do what you need to do. Third of all, if you are in this situation with people pleasing, then you are saying that person has control over you.
Mm.
And you have no control over your life, no control of your time, and no say so. So I'll give us all a challenge today. Moving forward, whoever comes to you and asks you to do something, see how they respond when you say no. If they
Mm.
get an attitude, you need to rethink that relationship.
Mm.
If they say, okay, maybe you can do it another time, then you know they're looking out for your best interest. But if these people you've been doing for over and over again and you said no and it came at you negative, that means you need to realize that that's about people pleasing and not healthy. Healthy relationships allow you to say no at some time.
Mm. Truth. You can't, that's a
So the
complete
challenge
sentence right there.
is
Yeah.
check out your people in your circle and who you're helping. Is it helping with less stress or is it causing stress? And to decide what you're going to do with that circle.
And it should, I'm going to loosely put this, it should benefit you as well. We feel great from helping others. It's one of the wonderful things that we can do in life. When you even volunteer, it makes you feel good. It makes us feel good to help others close to us. But if it doesn't feel good, I'm thinking, There's a reason for it, probably because it goes against what you're feeling inside. Maybe you didn't want to help them today. You had other things going on. You compromised yourself so you could help them. You didn't want to do that. It kind of put pressure on you. So you said, all right, I'll be there. It goes against your grain. You're not being authentic. And when we're not authentic, something's not right. I can't put my finger on it, but something's not right. That's probably what it is. You're not being you.
It's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. It's working against your immune system and your lifestyle. And 9 times out of 10, those people will say thank you, but a lot of times they don't offer you, okay, can I give you this? Can I do this? And you know what it's all about. It's because they're so used to manipulating you.
Oof. Learning a lot today and reinforcing too. What else can you share in terms of managing stress, people, demands, all of that?
When it comes to managing stress, first of all, you have to know yourself. You've got to know your strength and weakness. Weaknesses doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means some areas that you're not strong as other, and you need to watch those, or you need to watch your strengths too, because sometimes your strengths can get you in trouble. Notice what areas that you tend to give into that you really don't want to do. Watch your environment. Make sure that you're getting the rest you need to get. Also, make sure that whatever you do is allowing you to be yourself, and you're not doing it to keep the peace, because is that really keeping the peace? You want to make sure too that you have to balance out. So whatever your faith base is, get that involved, okay? And also take time out to clear your mind out. What thoughts are going in your mind? Because sometimes those thoughts in your mind are what's controlling you to do what you need to do, telling you you need to do this. Make sure you take time out to enjoy life. 90% eat healthy, 10% you want to eat. But make sure that you keep your annual checkups, please. Make sure you go for your annual appointment. Make sure you go to the dentist. Make sure you go get your eyes checked. Make sure you go get the cholesterol. Know this, so that you don't have to worry about, they're going to talk about, oh, it hit you with a stage 4 cancer, or it hit you with this. Keep check of what's going on. Do the best you can do for yourself. That means surround yourself with people who appreciate and respect you, and people you appreciate and respect. And also knowing that you can have the best plans, but I always have a plan C, D, E, F. I always say that,
yeah.
because if A don't go, here comes B. B don't go, and then and then accept it. It didn't go the way I want to, and don't look at it as failure. That's another thing we do. Stop putting ourselves down. Look at it as, what did I learn from it, and keep it stepping. And remember, life brings about challenges. We have to really see that. Everything is not going to go happy, 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 chirpy, chirpy, chirpy. There are challenges, and we have to learn that they are there and learn how to deal with them, like you said one time before, Steve, with calmness, knowing you're going to get through it. It didn't go the way you wanted to go. Admit it didn't, and keep moving. So everything's out there, but the best thing about it is, first of all, know yourself. Know where you are spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. Then you can relate to someone else. But the most of the time we get caught up in a lot of this is because we don't truly know who we are.
It's true. And if you're scrambling around helping other people, and you want to help sometimes, but if that's taking away from you, even just to take time to sit for a half hour under a tree in a nice breeze and think, it gives you clarity, and you connect with you, and even process. Maybe somebody is vying for your attention. Maybe take some time and think about that. Is that the right thing? I believe we know the answer to everything. When somebody asks you something, can you do this? And you're in the middle like, oh, I don't know if I should. You know the answer. You already have it. Your body knows the answer. Some say it's scientifically proven in terms of how we're wired, evolution, energy. We can't process that for Dina, I feel, because we're always moving. We just need quiet.
Yeah.
Think about it for a moment. Think about it. Even think about your response. You know, maybe they want to do something tomorrow when you've got stuff going on. It's your day off. And you're like, oh, God, if I don't help them, then this. If I do help them, then I'm going to take time away from me. Think and process it. But we don't. A lot of times it's a rash decision. Yeah, what time you want me? I'll be there. You hang up the phone. You're like, oh, man, what did I just do? It's the worst feeling in the world. Isn't it the worst feeling in the world when you've said that you're going to help somebody and you know it's not right for you, and that all I want to kick myself for doing that. You already did it. You already said you would. You got to
And
process it.
that's a commitment. Your word should be your bond. Yep.
And guess what happens after that? Then you feel stressed out. You haven't even helped them yet, and then you feel stressed out.
You're already stressed before you get there.
It's true. It's true. On stress, anything that we should share today we didn't get to? What do you think? Anything?
Breathe. You don't need anything just to breathe. You can be in the car driving at the stoplight. Breathe.
Yep.
Breathe. You can be walking. Breathe. On your way to a meeting. Breathe. On your way to take a test. Breathe. Just breathe.
And deeply.
Yes.
It makes such a difference.
Take
It's like
your
a
time.
mini reset button,
Yes.
and we laugh at it because we're breathing anyway, but we're not intentionally
right.
breathing. We're auto
But
breathing.
we're not deep breathing. Deep breathing give you a chance to focus on what's going on.
It's
Because
true.
while you're breathing, it's coming to your head. Okay, what did I just do? Did I just? Okay.
They say most people get answers to everything just by sitting in silence, and breathing, just taking some time.
Uh-huh.
Taking a moment, because we're in a chaotic state usually all the time. You can't think. You need the moment.
Right.
Take a moment. And guess what? It's great if you have stress too. Just taking the time. We don't. I think it's worse than ever. We're like, and I get it. The way life is now, multiple jobs, responsibilities, on and on and on. Then it's also on us, self-imposed devices, scrolling, doom scrolling, all of that.
Ooh,
Why don't you take some time to
that's
breathe?
a lot.
Yeah, it really is.
You can get stressed out just by thinking about it.
Hell yeah. It's true. It really is true. What's the best way to find you? This is the clarity that you provide with all the platforms. You offer so much, more than anybody I know, like right down to music, which we experience from your husband. You have a book from basically for everything that challenges us. You address it. How do we connect with you?
You can reach us at newwonderfullc.com, which is NUWONDERFULLC.com. Or you can email me at Fredina, FREDINA, at wonderful, WONDERFULLC.com. Or you can call me at area code 216-200-5486. Give us a check. Go online, sign up for that 15-minute free consultation, see how we can help you.
At the very least, reduce stress, but maybe get some coaching on how to put up your boundaries. And again, you have so much from the physical aspect of helping people get into shape, which is very much in your background, nutritional counseling, if that's what you're looking for.
Behavior specialists,
Yes.
mental awareness, menopause, coaching, health, fitness, wellness. It's just you. We just want to help you simply be the best me possible.
Even breath work. You do that too.
Yes.
Yes.
Pilates, Tai Chi.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for today. Very insightful. And it's almost as if you gave us permission to say no. It's kind of what it feels like. In a great way.
Yes. Thank you for having us, Steve.
Thank you. All right, we'll talk soon.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Let's do wonderful you. We're here for you. We are well